Hey Hofstra fans, welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. Connor Gibbon with the head coach of Hofstra Pride Men's Basketball, Joe Mihalich. Coach, how are we this Monday?
Doing okay. We're doing okay. We're still licking our wounds from yesterday, but I think we can take something out of yesterday too.
A lot to get to about Kentucky. First, I want to go back to Tuesday's game against St. Bonaventure. Very physical matchup. You guys went back and forth a couple of times. Had a slight lead, but just couldn't hold on to it in the end. How did the Bonnies capture that lead with just about 4 minutes to go?
Well, yeah, we were up 4 with the ball with 4.5 minutes to go, and we got to take care of the ball better. We turned it over a couple times. But to their credit, they have a couple really good players, and they made plays. When it's crunch time, you need your great players to make great plays, and that's what they did. Those two guys did that. So. Great college basketball game. Would have been a great win. Wasn't. We had our chances, and to their credit, they made the plays when they had to.
So now let's get to the matchup that happened this past Sunday against Kentucky. You guys were in it for the first 16 minutes of the ball game. Score was only 36-33 coming into the under 4 media timeout. After that, what happened?
17 things. You want me to go through them?
Sure.
All 17
Why
of them?
not?
Well, in those 17 things were a couple lane violations. There was a foul on a foul shot. We had fumbled the ball out of bounds when we had a short layup. We missed 4 foul shots, one of them also being because of a lane violation. We shot ourselves in the foot. I'd love to have those 3.5 minutes back. The media timeout, as you said, there's 3:39 or something like that to go. It's a 3-point game, and we talked in the huddle about finishing the half off. And we couldn't have been, might have been our worst 3.5 minute stretch of the game because they went on a 12-0 run. They actually go from those 3 minutes, last 3 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half, they outscore us 26-3, and that was the difference in the game. We ended up losing by 23 points. So you could say we played them even for 33 minutes.
What about the atmosphere at Barclays Center? What did you think of the Hofstra crowd that was there?
It was great. It was great to see some people there. I mean, it was missing in the Bonaventure game. It was missing. We didn't have that. Would have been nice to have that for the Bonaventure game. So it was great to have it there, and I appreciate all the people coming out there for that Kentucky game. And hopefully they realize they make a difference when you have fans in the Bonaventure have more fans than us. They kind of have a home court advantage. A couple people made reference that to us, and it makes a difference. So. It was great to see the people out there. I really appreciate our Hofstra fans being out there yesterday, and hope that they will come to the MAC and do the same thing.
What was the biggest takeaway from that game against Kentucky? It doesn't have to be any on-court material, but just what will you remember most about that game?
Oh gosh, I mean there were a lot of good things. I already mentioned the biggest one, that for 33 minutes we kind of went toe-to-toe with them. We were outmanned at every position basically, and some guys played like warriors. Some guys loved it. Some guys really enjoyed it. Deron Powers, Rokas Gustis. It was great to see Justin Wright Foreman, pop the bubble that he's been in and have a pretty good game. He had 14 points in 17 minutes. And for some other guys, it didn't go the way they wanted it to, but I think they can't wait to play our next game, and that's the way it should be. We got a big one tomorrow against Stony Brook.
Yeah, let's talk about that matchup against the Seawolves. They're in a transition year. They lose their best couple of players actually, and Jeff Bowles is in his first season with the program. They're 3-6 so far this season. What have you seen from them on tape?
Well, it's I wish I didn't see a team as good as they are. They've got a steady point guard who just he doesn't wow you when you're watching him, but when the game's over, he doesn't make mistakes. He makes open shots. He runs the team. He's a really good point guard. They got 3 or 4 front court guys that are just interchangeable. They just all kind of look a little bit alike, but they're physical. They're matchup problems for us, and it doesn't make us a great game. We're looking forward to it. It's a great rivalry. I mean, it's the battle for the pride of basketball on Long Island. So we've had 2 great games in the last couple of years. We make a shot at the buzzer to beat them 2 years ago, and then we had a shot at the buzzer to win last year, and they win by 1 possession. So it has to make us a great game.
Expect to be a lot of people in the stands because it's such a local rivalry. How much will that be a factor in determining the winner, not only for your team but for both teams?
Well, as I said, it helps. I mean, it's the expression home court advantage. Why do you have a home court advantage? Well, it's because of your fans. And for the fans that come, we really appreciate it. But we just want to encourage more people to come out. It's a great venue. I've been saying this for 4 years. Beautiful building, good style of basketball. The games are exciting. Good bunch of guys who are going to play their hearts out for you. So I think it's a cheap date too. I think it's cheaper than going to the movies.
Head coach of Hofstra Pride men's basketball, Joe Mihalich. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
And this has been the W. Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. Thanks for tuning in.